Welcome back, fellow enemies of the fire. We are here to finally talk about MLS and Decision Day. This one's not really a stressful one for us. Now, if you can tell, there is a fourth person, and it is not DPG. Everybody, let's give it up for Konor No Soccer coming by yet again. Always a good time having you
from the East Coast.
from Eastern Standard Time. It's Konor. Konor, how you doing, bud?
I'm doing good, guys. How are you? It's kind of sad actually, because I don't know if you guys told DPG I was getting on beforehand, but it just seems like brother's dodging me. Last time I was on, he just had a kid, and now he's been on a couple weeks. He's MIA. What are we doing, bro? Come on.
I don't know, but it does allow us to record just slightly earlier in the day when he is not all about it. So, Konor, your Columbus Crew, our beloved Chicago Fire, and really, who else is mixed up in this nonsense? Orlando and Nashville? Like seriously? Like these are the four places?
Oh.
Orlando.
5th to 9th is Nashville with 54, Orlando 53, Chicago 52, Columbus and 51. So it's 4 teams, 4 spots. 4 can possibly move on this weekend.
So crazy.
Nashville taking on Inter Miami,
who have nothing to play for.
Orlando City taking on Toronto,
who have equally nothing to play for.
But we know that doesn't stop them from fucking ruining everything for you. So not that I'm still bitter, but
Konor's yellow team is playing New York Red Bulls, who might want to play upset to Columbus because, boo-hoo, we didn't make the playoffs.
First off, let's all just enjoy this moment of the New York Red Bulls not being in the Major League Soccer playoffs presented by Audi.
LA, New York couldn't be bothered to make the playoffs after making the championship game last year. But you know what? It's 2025. Chicago's here.
We are here.
And they're taking on New England.
Konor, I don't know if you know this, but most of the time Konor has joined us, and we were doing this last season for all you newbies here. Konor has always been in a very comfortable spot in the top 3, and we've always been very dejected. We are so amped, Konor. We believe there is no chance that we'll even be in the play-in game. We believe we are getting right into the first round.
Could we be playing Konor's yellow team for the play-in game?
We would be, but we won't be.
No, exactly. We will not be. Konor, you guys are going to play Orlando. No,
you heard it here first. We're speaking it into existence.
Is this not a weird China change of pace here for you?
Is he silent?
He's muted.
Is he muted?
He's muted. Oh,
I was like, wait.
Konor, muted. Muted. Hello?
Oh, there you go. I hear you now.
Yeah, we hear you.
Konor, so it's a new spot for you as a Columbus fan, being in the middle of the pack instead of the top of the pack. How is it treating you?
You know what? I'm not that concerned. Rossi returned last week.
The Rossi?
Wassam Abu Ali keeps putting on his Instagram stories that he's getting closer and closer to a return. Rudy Camacho, I think, brother, he's doing the Josh Williams 2023 route. But, Steven Moreira's back from international duty. Sean Zawadzki's back from injury. And I watched a little bit of the Orlando game last week because it was on the same time as the Ohio State-Minnesota game. Well, 2 weeks ago now. But the team looked really, really coherent with guys like Zawadzki and Rossi back. Arston was doing Arston things, taking on 2 or 3 defenders and getting a shot off. But I mean, they were able to draw a very good Orlando team on the road.
Orlando's they're better than we give them credit for. I mean, they're in 7th place. They're a playoff team. I certainly don't give them that much credit. I always thought that they were a non-playoff team, but here they are, above the Fire and Columbus. So I mean, to put up a respectable showing against them, yeah, that definitely counts for something.
We
There's
beat them
anybody.
too, we'll say.
If I was listening, watching, reading some stuff from the MLS sphere, and a lot of these podcasts and writers, they're saying there's one team that you don't want to play, especially when they're catching hot come playoff time, is Wilfred Nancy and the Columbus Crew.
I'd
Even though
agree.
they're missing key pieces, they can still beat you.
Mhm.
I mean,
Well,
you know,
that's one of the reasons I
oftentimes-
don't want to be in this play-in game. Now,
Right. They're the most
What-
dangerous team in the
Yeah.
bottom half of this table.
you would think. I mean,
the pedigree.
Philip Zinkernagel has something to say about that.
Yes. Fire caught
but-
up a little
but-
bit, but
we believe we're gonna win against New England, and I think that's gonna be enough to leapfrog somebody. What do you think? What do you think? Are you expecting the play-in game? Are you expecting to jump to leapfrog or what?
the general consensus is everybody's expecting the playoff game against Chicago.
really.
Think about
Mm.
And we're not
No,
preparing
think
for
about-
that. We have not
Wow,
even prepared.
okay.
If we walk into that setting, all of a sudden Columbus comes in and just whips our butts because we're not preparing. Guys, fans, viewers, prepare mentally for the idea
No.
that we might be
No.
playing Columbus in the playoffs.
No Wednesday
because
soccer.
No.
Columbus is preparing
no
for that
negative
idea.
talk.
We don't have to. It's not negative.
Only
It's just-
positive mindset.
Just have that idea
They
in your
can
head.
prepare. We're not.
So
No, as
We-
fans,
we're
we have
both
to have our
playing-
positive mindset.
we're both playing teams that have nothing to play for.
New York Red
New
Bulls
England's already
would love to play
eliminated.
spoiler to Columbus.
New York's already eliminated. New York's probably going to field their best 11. Who the fuck knows what New England's going to do?
I think New England is they're going to be who the fuck cares because they got to. Well, the interim
That is
coach
New
is going
England's
to care.
best note.
Yeah, it's ugly out there. I really think Serena's
Yeah.
gonna be able to be an asshole in the stands this weekend.
Excited. And
But-
and
you know what I just read? I just saw Chicago's at home and Columbus is at home. So
No,
two
Chicago's
teams-
not at home.
Oh, Chicago's-
No, we're
Chicago's
in New
in-
England.
Okay.
yeah. I'm also in New
Well,
England right
Serena
now,
took
so
a
I'm going
plane
to the
ride for
game.
nothing.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Columbus is at home
Columbus is at home.
for Pittsburgh. Wait, Columbus is home for
No, it's-
Pittsburgh Riverhounds. What the hell is that?
That's a game for
Wrong league.
That's the wrong league. Okay, New York Red Bulls. Here it is. They're at lower.com field,
Definitely
which
not.
is the new
York,
home
yeah.
of Columbus.
Think
Yeah.
about this. It's the last regular season home game, probably the last home game of the season.
Mhm.
Darlington Nagby's retiring at the end of the year. It's
Oh,
his
good
last
point.
ever home game.
That's huge points.
True.
Actually, I did not think about that. This actually makes me think as a betting person, I would probably want to bet Columbus just for the Darlington Nagby retirement.
Patrick.
But wait, it's not
Somebody
over.
joked-
He's still in the playoffs.
Yeah, somebody joked
True.
in the crew Discord that the crew are going to go win MLS Cup now and send Darlington Nagby out on a high.
My God, that would be
I have a
that would
weird
be the
question.
biggest joke for Chicago.
So I have a weird question for Konor. So let's just play what if world. Well, what if whoever plays you, regardless if it's the Fire, if it's Orlando, if it's Nashville, whoever plays you in the plays Columbus in the playoff game. What if Columbus loses in that first round, in that first playoff game? What does that do? Where do you guys go from there? Where do you guys go from there?
In terms of the fan base,
On
they'll be
vacation.
marching. They'll want to burn downtown Columbus to the ground. But I think you see guys like Mo Farsi move on. Nagby's retiring. Camacho's probably going to retire.
Great name.
They may or may not go out in the winter and get a holding midfielder. That's
You
not
wouldn't be surprised for them to go and land somebody pretty darn decent at this point.
well, with our injury to Franco, I think our teams might be fighting over somebody. Just throwing this in there because I wanted to mention it in the MLS segment. Luca Della Torre not being picked up by San Diego, by the way, and I want it.
I would be shocked if we picked up De La Torre's option. Because he's a holding midfielder, and that's what we need.
Well,
but my
Darlington Nagbe's gone.
Yeah, but if you were to ask me and other Columbus fans, they would go with the hometown boy, Emeka Inali from Real Salt Lake.
Okay. I'm gonna look this up. Emeka Inali.
It's like ENIL.
Really?
Okay, holding midfielder with only 3 yellows.
From Lansing,
shows
Michigan.
Restraint.
Interesting. So you
Fire
really
style.
would like to bring him back to Columbus over Luca De La Torre? Well, we'll take De La Torre.
Yeah,
we'll
I want
we'll
Luca
take
De La Torre. I ain't
Well,
gonna-
the
I
Fire
ain't
is
kidding.
FC Hollywood now, so we got to go for the star.
Let's go. Be Hollywood of the Midwest, Chicago. Let's go.
Yeah.
You know who you bring in next?
Don't say it.
Ronaldo.
No, that's not Ronaldo. That's a good guess. I'll give you a clue. He's French, but you'll get it right away.
Oh, different than I thought.
Griezmann.
Yes. Bring in Antoine.
I would die.
Bring in
I love him so
Antoine.
much. I would
You're
die.
not the only woman who would die in Chicago, Serena. You're not the only man or woman. Like,
Oh my God.
Wow.
Yeah,
Bring in Antoine
he's great.
Griezmann.
He's got a great
Full
baseball
fan.
card collection too, by the way. Griezmann. He has an Instagram account with he does live pulling. He has like a whole website for card collecting.
No
Really?
way,
So-
really.
Yeah,
I'm looking that up
yeah,
right
he's like
now.
really into it. It's
That's
called
actually
Grizzy
kinda lit.
Cards, I think.
Oh my God.
So look it up.
So Connor,
He has his
Did-
own.
Great guy.
Wait,
like-
I don't see anything like that. I haven't found anything.
It's called Grizzy Cards. I'll send it to the
can
group.
you see? Do you see the difference of what happened in one season? We actually can dream now. We're talking about things like Antoine Griezmann and Luca De La Torre. I mean, come on,
to
man.
Chicago.
Right? So we
I
got.
don't know.
Wait a
So,
second.
we-
Wait a second. Wait till you see this picture. Look at this. That's Antoine Griezmann.
Yeah.
That's just a bad photo. It's just a bad location.
It's a video. It's
Yeah.
a video.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
The one
Yeah,
that
but
was
he's
on
like,
screen
yeah, he's really
over
into it.
that guy. Oh, okay.
Wait, look, he has a
Now he looks normal.
he has a signed Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah.
Who?
okay.
What world? Who signed
Je
your
vais vous
Buzz
montrer
Lightyear
ce
card?
que j'ai eu pendant une ouverture dans mon
Voice actor who
podcast.
played Buzz
Oh, it's
Lightyear.
game over. It'd be game over for Chicago. Everybody's getting laid
Oh my God.
if he comes.
So, I
Oh
wanted
my
to
God.
ask the
Let's
three of
go.
you this.
Bring Griezmann. Bring Griezmann to Chicago. That's a win-win for Chicago.
Yeah.
Bring Griezmann.
All right, hold on. We've already lusted. Connor,
Comment below.
We're sorry we don't have a lot of sympathy because we know you're going to rebuild this offseason no matter what happens in these playoffs, and you're going to be good again next year.
Mhm.
So let's go over to the
Even better
West.
next year.
Let's go look at the West. I want to know what's going on
man.
over there.
To
Care about
oh,
these
the
fuckers.
MLS West.
Yes, look at
It's-
Griezmann
it's-
is a
So it's actually crazy because both of our teams would be so much better off in the West.
Oh God.
Both
crazy.
Columbus and Chicago.
Almost all the teams except for like the top 2.
I honestly think Vancouver could do some damage in these playoffs.
Yeah,
you know
look at
they're
those
way
points.
better than I thought they'd be.
They have a
Thomas
Champions
Mueller is
League
going to
winner.
get into at least the conference semifinal.
You're absolutely right. I mean, Mueller is going to be
Yeah,
the
Mueller
scariest
really-
player coming out of the West.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
yeah, came to
he was not
Columbus,
ready to
but
retire.
He likes his horses. There's no horses in Columbus.
I told
Yeah,
you,
and I just heard the
Toke.
pitch. I heard the pitch
told
wasn't
you.
as good. I heard he really was convinced by whatever it's that Danish
There's not
coach
very
they
many
have it.
horses. We don't have any horses in the middle of the city.
Yeah.
Speaking of
think
horses
that's
in the
like
middle
a
of the city, it sounds like you're talking about the Space Finder. And I was telling Toke for years, bring in Mueller. Bring in the
No,
Reimsdeuter.
thank you. He's doing just
you
fine
guys
out
have
there
a
in
history of
Vancouver.
signing German players.
Yes, they do.
Right.
That's why I wanted it
Schweinsteigen?
as well. Makes
Yeah.
sense.
I don't think we were ever
Go
even
back
in the
to
conversation.
Go back to the
But
West.
Toke, it's Serena, Connor. We might, if it came down to Zink or Mueller, I'd rather have Zink because I feel like
Zink.
long term.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, yes, Mueller's gonna help me for the next 2 years, maybe 3.
Yeah.
I think Zink could be a big pillar for Chicago unless he gets plucked for some reason because he's been amazing. And the other thing is, to me, he makes me want you as the Chicago Fire brass and ownership have to campaign to MLS headquarters to get rid of the DP rule. You have to get rid of the DP rule because we've just signed this guy who to TAM level contract. He's the best, one of the best players in the league. He's a true DP. He's what we want for DPs. But this old contract styles are archaic. Let's remove those limitations and just let you have a salary cap and just figure it out.
So if you remove the DP rule, will that give teams like Miami, LA, New York, would that give them an advantage?
Who cares?
I mean, they're breaking the rules
Who
already.
Who cares? You know what? You know what the EPL fan says to all that?
What?
Who cares? Because they want the best soccer.
We're all going to be bought by Saudi money anyway in the
I
future.
hope not. I mean, they can't buy the world.
I mean, that's what EPL's that's where their eggs are.
Really?
never underestimate people's ability to
Serena,
sell out.
Serena, haven't they been putting more and more eggs into that basket? Like, because I remember when it was just like, oh, here's a sponsorship. Oh, here's Newcastle United.
No, it's
what's the next line?
Well, now it's a whole
not
golf
just Newcastle.
league and
Well, I mean, King Power, I think was from Thailand or something like that, I believe, and that was the owner of the Foxes, the Leicester. And so, like, there's always been some foreign influences in soccer in England. I mean, you had Roman Abramovich money from Russia, so there's always been like weird influxes of foreign money in European soccer and especially your EPL.
Saudi Arabia.
So you're saying like it's almost overtaking where like there were all these different things. There was American money in Liverpool, right? There's American money in EPL. So like you
saw American money.
A bigger fun thing here.
Well, between Manchester United and Liverpool, you saw what American money was doing. It was running and hiding, man. Like, people, even now, like Liverpool still isn't like the biggest spender. They just got they got a lot smarter.
They're savvy spenders.
So, okay.
Unlike Man United, which me and Serena know all too well.
Oh, God. Man United, they're down.
Connor, what's your EPL
relegated
team?
1 year. Please.
Okay, I guess I'm also thinking of Man City, which is owned by Abu Dhabi Investment Fund. But
yeah,
so Saudi.
Connor, what's your EPL team? I was asking.
Arsenal. They're owned by.
That's right. It's Arsenal. Aren't they in the lead?
Wow, brutal.
It's their year. Is it
their year?
So
I know you
every year it's their year.
You bought that kit
this year. He brought in Madueke too. He brought in Ikembe from Leverkusen. Gyökeres from Sporting. Who else did he bring in this year?
What kit do you have from Arsenal? You have an Arsenal kit, I thought.
The most recent one I have is last year's.
I'm missing copy.
she longingly looking at what's his name.
I too.
Piero?
He's so nice.
Piero?
Yeah, he's so cute. He's such a good player.
How do you say that name? Hincapié?
Hincapié.
Hincapié.
He's Ecuadorian. I actually saw him play at the oh my God, I'm blanking on last summer.
Did he play?
Copa America.
Soldier Field.
Did he play against US?
No, I did see him at Soldier Field. I didn't know who he was, but I had really far away tickets then. But I saw him play the Copa America in Las Vegas.
Oh shit!
So that was fun against Jamaica. I think
you gotta imagine he'll be called up when time comes, but it looks like he wasn't here for this game.
He usually is. This last round of Ecuador, I don't know if we said in this last, Caicedo's also not there, so they weren't bringing the big guns.
Yeah, they didn't have their A team. All right,
and USA barely tied them.
I have to ham-fistedly get us back on track here.
All right.
Yeah, keep us. Yeah.
San Diego, we already brought them up, not keeping Luca De La Torre. Second place, do we think they're going to do anything?
No.
Are they going to do St. Louis and make the first round and get blown out and lose in 3 games? Probably.
Maybe make the second round. Maybe.
I mean, the West is bad, dude. Look at these teams. Look, look, Connor, you'd be in 6th. We would be tied for 5th, and you'd be in 6th.
I think it's the East year. It's the East's year. They've just been grinded. Iron sharpens iron, as a former Bears player said, who heard it from a different football player, who heard it from a different coach.
Isn't it that way every year, though? Like, the West is wide open. Like, the East is a fucking buzzsaw.
LAFC!
yeah.
LAFC is typically just like the buzzsaw. And this year, they're not.
Well, you
Vancouver.
say that, but
Vancouver's the buzzsaw.
Hold on. We all know I'm a massive hater, but since Sun's arrival, LAFC has gone from like 8th to 3rd. Like, LAFC is on a fucking tear.
Oh, wow. They're on, wow. They did lose to Austin, but like,
But Sun and Buongo were not there.
Matthew McConaughey
no one was there.
The Hollywood guys were starstruck by Matthew McConaughey. He's like, come out here.
I think that was their Miami catch-up game because it was midweek and it was
Speaking of midweek games,
and San Diego's form has not been great. They won their last game, they lost before that, they tied before that, they lost before that, and then they won against LAFC.
So Decision Day,
leading the West for a long time.
Guys, Decision Day is the 18th, but the playoffs start the 22nd, which is last I counted 4 days after the 18th. Like, is that gonna fuck with players?
What?
Too soon?
With Decision Day being on the 18th, and then you have to get up for the playoffs on the 22nd, 4 days later, and then even if you win,
not everybody's playing on the 22nd, right?
Yes.
Well, that's just the playing games, but that's the point. You made it to the playing game. We gotta get your shit out of the way. Like, that's why I said no Wednesday soccer for us.
But they're gonna be
it's the wild card.
Those teams are gonna be.
It's the
coming out of that game.
Yeah, that's their punishment for not being good enough to bypass it. It's just 100%. It is just like postseason. The wild card teams, they have to beat each other up and then play this weekend. Not to bring too much baseball, but on Friday, Seattle and the Tigers played 15 innings of baseball, played baseball for 6 hours or whatever, and then Seattle had to play the Blue Jays 2 days after that, and they won. So it happens,
shit.
I mean, that wasn't a great example because that's not the wild card, but in any case, the quicker you win your games, the more of an advantage you get.
Well, hold on.
And then you get to avoid the gauntlet.
Decision Day. So as far as Decision Day, we actually have a race here in the West. We got Dallas at 41, Real Salt Lake at 40, Colorado at 40.
40.
Wrong league. So, Connor, who's on the out looking in at the end of this between Dallas, Salt Lake, and Colorado?
I'm looking at the.
I'd love it for San Jose to sneak in there with Bruce Arena.
That would be nice, but honestly, I've got a soft spot in my heart for Colorado.
Who does Salt Lake play?
James?
I'm going to click it, but I was just thinking about Georgi Mihailovic, who plays for Toronto, and checking how he's doing in 12th place.
Don't talk to me about that. Don't talk to me about him or Toronto.
Wait, Connor, you want me to click which team?
Real Salt Lake
plays St. Louis. Colorado plays LAFC. Okay. Fuck it. Give me RSL over Colorado just because they're playing the St. Louis team who has nothing to play for.
St. Louis is abysmal.
Real Salt Lake. But my heart is saying LAFC is saying Colorado. I'm going to go with my brain here. Give me Salt Lake over St. Louis. I see LAFC beating Colorado.
I can't poke any holes in your logic there. I think you're right. kind of hurts my heart, but Salt Lake is more exciting right now, man. I mean, it's cool. Like Colorado sold out the playoffs this year by selling Mihalovic. Now they got a massive fucking bag for it, but they really sold the playoffs out. You know, they just sold themselves to the devil, really.
Literally, they sold themselves short here. They're a couple points short, and you got to believe that Georgie would have secured you 1 or 2 more points to keep you out of that position.
But
what's so you wouldn't have to be staring at the so you wouldn't have to be staring at the raw end of a steer's asshole in FC Dallas.
Well, I'm never gonna bet against Diego Luna though.
That's a visual.
Like between those 3 teams, I think Salt Lake is by far the best out of Dallas and Colorado.
They started off so well this season, Real Salt Lake, and last season they had a little bout of form too.
You know where their season went downhill?
When?
I think they made moves.
Salt Lake season went downhill.
They lost key player or 2. I believe.
Lost that, and they lost in the first round of Champions Cup to Real Estali.
Oh,
that's where the season went downhill.
Let's look at down.
Workout started.
I want to take a peek down here at the forlorn of MLS right now. It says it's Sporting Kansas City and LA Galaxy. I don't predict LA Galaxy will be staying down here long. But I do predict a New York Jets-like existence for Sporting Kansas City. It to probably be the most. So, what's the most miserable fandom in MLS? Is it the Earthquakes or is it Sporting Kansas City?
New England Revolution.
Or New England Revolution?
It's gonna be either New England or Sporting, because here's the thing with Sporting.
What about
like a
Houston?
small market team in every league. A small market team is good for like a chunk of time and then just goes obscure. And it's too hard to maintain in the small market. It's just too hard to maintain it. And like with Peter Beniz got stale, the league evolved past him, and you know they're gonna have to find they're gonna have to stumble across a new revelation. They're not gonna be able to just buy their way out of this.
I have a difficult...
And I'll tell you what.
Oh, sorry.
I'd like to say one more thing real quick, is another feather in James's cap with the whole no DP rule is look at LA. One player took them from MLS Cup champions to worst team in the league. One injury. And I know they sold, not Peck, but they sold somebody to Kansas City, but like still yes. And so, but still, like, one player injury away from being catastrophic. I don't know. I don't call that parody.
Speaking of catastrophic, I have a trivia question to ask you and the audience before we take a quick break here from our sponsors, because I'm getting the yellow light going Conan O'Brien style. A difficult choice for all of you viewers who are hopefully better off than most fans are a fan of a very successful MLS team, be it the Columbus Crew, the Inter Miami, Chicago Fire once back in 1998, a successful team. But I ask you for this difficult choice before we go to and I want to hear in the comments as well. If you had to be the fan of one of these teams, which would it be? San Jose, Houston Dynamo, St. Louis, or Sporting Kansas City? To me, it just sounds like misery after misery, and I can't even decide. San Jose Earthquakes, Houston Dynamo, St. Louis, Sporting Kansas City. Like, which of these 4 abysmal teams would you rather be?
Honestly, I would think Sandy. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
And by the way,
for it. No, I want
to end this. I think that they're the 4 worst teams in the league. I'm looking at the East, and like, I'd rather be any of those teams than these 4 teams.
I'd rather be anyone in the East, but I'll say this: I would rather be San Jose, because Houston, St. Louis is a little bit different story. We don't know yet really how they're gonna act, but San Jose always tries. Most of the time it sucks and it's wrong and somebody is dumb, but they really always try.
Houston doesn't try?
No.
No.
Do you think?
I
mean, since the days of Brad
I'm throwing it
Davis
out there.
and Boniac Garcia. They haven't done anything since.
And KC
Like,
doesn't try them with their U.S. Open Cup wins.
I mean, we'll see what KC got lucky because of Peter Vermees. They were not spending any money. And I know Houston had a decent season. What was that, last year or 2 years ago with it was, what's his name? Why can't I think of his name? The DC United player and coach, Ben Olsen. Ben Olsen's like first year, and Ache was still playing, and they had a pretty good season. But like, you just didn't have anything around him.
Conference Finals.
Connor, where are you at on this? San Jose, Houston, St. Louis, or Sporting, Kansas City?
I'd rather jump off a cliff.
Spoken like a true Crew fan, because you cannot even imagine what it would be like to be bottom of the table, horrible, no hope. For us, it's hard, it's easier to imagine. We're like, we've kind of been in.
I've experienced only 2 bad seasons. Keep in mind, I've been a fan since 2021. 21, and when we missed off in the 2022 playoffs by a point on decision day against Orlando, right before the World Cup. That was
Connor,
that was the game where Caleb Porter said he would sell his house if we didn't make the playoffs. And thank God we didn't make the playoffs that year.
Connor, do yourself a favor as a Crew fan. Go back and find any possible way to watch as much of the 2008 team as you can. That 2000 Seattle, Portland, and Vancouver pilfered that team in expansion drafts. Like, that team fed the rest of the league, dude. There was so many good players on that 2008 Columbus Crew team. It was insane.
On that team. That was Frankie Hychuk.
Frankie, he never left.
Pat Noonan, Frankie
Noonan.
Fredo on that team?
No, I don't believe so. No, but it was what's his name? The guy who's an announcer now. Ali Moreno.
Oh God.
FC guy.
Brad Evans. Robbie Rogers. Who else was on this dang team, man? Barlow Scalotto, GBS.
Hendrickson, former Chicago Fire coach.
Was Guillermo part of that team?
Yep. Eddie Gavin, Pat Noonan, Alejandro Moreno. Yeah, Chad Marshall. Brian Carroll, Emmanuel Ekbo. Like, dude, these
wasn't on that team.
Look, Ezra Hendrickson. This was a crazy
Jed
team.
Zahner. I played soccer with him. I played soccer with Jed Zahner. I went to school with him.
This was a wild team. Like, unbelievable. Do yourself a favor and see anything you can. That season was incredible. We lost to them in the conference finals in a crazy series, man.
I grew up with this guy.
That was when McBride was in Chicago.
What was that?
That was McBride. That was the McBride era in Chicago.
No, it was the year before McBride. And so we had
because we had to Chicago after
he did. Yeah, McBride came back to Chicago in 2010. And in 2008 we had Blanco. Our strikers were Frankowski, but he didn't start. Who else was
We're naming, guys. It's time to take a break. We're gonna be right back.
No!
We're gonna be right back here on Enemies of the Fire. Greatly appreciate you guys hanging around.
James, we're not coming back. We gotta tell people we love you. Thank you for watching the whole episode. This has been Enemies of the Fire. Thank you, Connor, for joining us. Thank you, Serena, for being here. Thank you, James, for all you do and for that tie. That's a real tie, right? That is not
absolutely.
clip-on.
I tied it myself. And actually, I've been getting better tying ties every time because I've been doing this. I'm like, all right, this time I can just do it from memory. I don't even have to watch the YouTube video.
I used to do that every day. I bet I could do it just off muscle memory. Anyway, please help us. We are marching towards 500 subscribers. Please hit that like button.
Tap
Make
it.
a comment. Let us know what you're doing. Serena, tell the people good night.
Good night. Good night, everyone.